if you know my husband, very gentleman and quiet man. Then me, I'm like, why you say I'm shouting? We have not even started hitting ourselves. You are complaining. This is normal conversation. The only way I understood and knew that there was a problem was that I just saw a man crying. My husband started crying. Then in my mind, I say, hey, what have I said? I've said the one should not stay. You know, like I say, you start retracing, you start going back, I say, whoa. But we're not fighting. Why is he crying? I'm just talking. These were the kinds of things I did to my husband. I brought him to the place of tears. He would just start crying. Then something will reset in my brain and tell me, you have gone too far. Or is it when we are talking and the conversation is not going in the direction I want? I will stand up, walk out, bang the door at him. And I said, talk to yourself. I started praying early for marriage, and I started doing that when I was 16 years old. I did that because of the family I grew up in and what I saw happen in my marriage. So the first thing I'm talking about right now is parents as models. Parents as models. Just put it down somewhere. Parents as models. I grew up in a home. My parents loved themselves. They loved themselves. And but I saw a pattern that started to affect me without me knowing. My parents knew how to quarrel. They didn't quarrel in the secret, they quarreled in the open. They had their arguments in front of us, and they even were physical in front of us. And as a child, I saw myself and my elder brother trying to separate my parents from fighting. And imagine a child doing that. We're crying, you'll be crying. You'll be crying, mommy, daddy, stop, daddy, leave mommy, like that. And I'm sure my parents, in the innocence of their hearts or naivety, probably they didn't even understand the impact on us, the children. So this was how I grew up. And I continued to grow up like that till I met my husband at age 19. So why am I mentioning this? I'm saying this for every parent here or parent to be. You are a model. Be careful what you model around your children. Your children, it is English people that says the apple does not fall where? It does not fall far from the tree. So whoever you are, just know that you are mirroring the image of what you want your son or your daughter to become. If you are not proud of who you are before them, then stop doing that thing. Because your children will likely become who you are. I have discovered that for me to even want to get married, those of us, if you are here, that grew up in such an environment, is either most times you don't want to marry. You make up your mind that you won't marry because of what you have seen. Some of us grew up and we hate men. Some of us just grew up, or whether it's the men hating women, I don't know. But we just grew up and we don't want to marry. But for some strange reason, God knowing where he was taking me, for me, he made me want to marry. And please understand that if you grow up in such an environment, if your child becomes you, replicates you in the future, it's likely that they will not be able to stay in their marriage like you and your husband or wife stayed. And likely the next thing that will happen is that there will be a divorce. There will be a separation. Why? Because the children that you are raising are scarred. You are raising scarred children that will get into the society and scar other people. So we must be careful what we are modeling. My parents didn't know better, I believe. But today, as you are listening to me, you know better. If you're not married, you are hearing me before you get married. If you're already married, please don't ever have, even if you say it's just a little argument, don't ever have such things in front of your children. Let them not see that. Learn to have your discussions where eyes can see, and don't be raising voice. You know why? Because when I got married to my husband, the way I understood to have conversation is to raise voice. So imagine me raising voice when I'm talking to him. He said, you're shouting your voice. I said, me shout. I'm not shouting. Why are you raising your voice? I said, me raise my voice. I'm not raising my voice. We've not started anything yet now. Why are you complaining? Because I know when it becomes heated. This is, we are just starting and you are complaining. And unfortunately for my husband, he came from a peaceful home. You know what a peaceful home looks like? I don't know, what would you call my own kind of home? You can call it anything you want to call. But he came from a peaceful home. So imagine the two of us having a conversation. And he's just talking. And if you know my husband, very gentleman and quiet man. Then me, I'm like, why you say I'm shouting? We have not even started hitting ourselves. You are complaining. This is normal conversation. So these things started to eat into our marriage. And I didn't even know it was a problem. Unfortunately, some of us, the problems we're having in marriage, we don't even know that we think it's nothing, it's normal, because that was how we were raised. For me, my environment shaped me, my family shaped me. But please, I want to speak to everybody. You can change and you can be anything you choose to be. Don't blame your weakness, don't blame your inadequacies on your father, on your mother, on your environment. The moment you keep doing that, or the more you keep doing that, you will never change. But when you begin to own up to your own mistakes and tell yourself that my father is my father, my mother is my mother, I'm not them, I am different, I am unique, so I cannot blame them if I don't turn out right. Who understands what I'm saying? Am I blessing anybody here? Am I boring you? Are you learning anything? So you must own up to your own faults and tell yourself, this is who I am and this is the journey I need to take. So please look at the person beside you and tell your neighbor, as parents, we are models. Whether the person is married or not, say we are models. Ask your neighbor, what are you modeling to the next generation? Let me even tell you a little bit about my background. I don't know how many of you fought as a child. Me, I fought. Who fought? If you see me fighting, girl, I used to fight boys in primary school. Who is that lady that can raise their hand? Raise your hand. What are you afraid of? If I am standing here and telling you the world is seeing me, why are you hiding there? Raise your hand. Okay, it's not only me. I used to pride in being able to beat boys. And I will have my long nails and I will scratch them. And in my mind, I have gotten a trophy. Imagine that kind of woman when you now want to marry. Do you know what made me stop fighting? I always fought because I used to win. But in SS1, there was one girl. I think she had been watching me since I entered that secondary school. And she was just saying, the day Eno will enter my side, I will show her. Because the way she beats me, she didn't beat me like it was just normal fight. She beat me like she has been preparing for that day to come. And God used her to reset my brain and tell me that, you see this fighting, it will take you nowhere, just leave that one. So that was the last time I ever fought. I did not stop fighting because God told me not, because they beat me well. The beating I received told me, leave this one for those that can do. If you are a fighter here, stop fighting. Because I have heard and I have seen women that have held their husbands in their throat, their collar. It doesn't even fit us. And even for the men, there's nothing in fighting. Whatever you don't deal with now that you are unmarried, you will carry it into your marriage. Whoever you are now is what you are going to show in marriage. Don't even think your marriage will change you. It won't change you. It will actually amplify and magnify whether it's a weakness or a strength. So this is the time to deal with whatever it is that is a weakness. And this brings me to the next point. Number 2, stop validating your weaknesses. My second point, stop validating what? Weaknesses. I always validated my weaknesses. I will say, after all, this is how I grew up. And do you know what? I used to argue. I love to argue. Who argues here? Who knows what it means to argue? Do I have people that argue? Akape, I need you people to cooperate with me. Do I have people that argue on this side? Do I have people that argue? Oh, you cannot win me in an argument. I used to argue pointless. What can I call it? Pointless arguments. As in pointless in the sense that, you see, once I take a stand on something, there's nothing you will say that will change my mind. Talk today till tomorrow, I'm still where I am. And unfortunately, I had people that made me think what I was doing was right. So, even to when I was married, because this my whether you call it lifestyle, personality, attitude, I took it into marriage. So even while I was married, I can remember my boss in human resource tell me that they don't mind sponsoring me to go and read law. Because in their mind, I like to do what? Argue. But if I think of all the things I used to argue, it was useless and senseless. Because if I was that good, I used to tell myself that in secondary school, I should have joined debate. Maybe I should have joined a debate club. I never went there because they used to use intelligence to argue. Because my own was not intelligent argument, I didn't near that place. At least if you think that it is a skill, go to the place you can use it. But I will be talking off point and I will stay in my off point. And some of you looking at me here as if I'm the only person that have done it in this way. You are doing it currently. Yes. The difference is just that me, I'm telling my own truth. You are keeping your own. But why am I saying these things? The day I wrote this book, God told me clearly, I want to use your book to deliver homes and relationships. That's the only reason why, even as then my husband was not even known as he is known right now. So that was when, but we were pastors already, pastoring, a work. And God said, put this thing down and liberate homes, families. And I have seen a lot of people. Even to last month, a man came from Lagos to my church in Umuahia to testify about my book and how it has saved his marriage. And few weeks before I came here, he came with his wife because he told me, I will bring her so that you will see her. And when he brought the wife, it is not the wife that was the problem. He was the problem. So whatever I am saying, it can either be the man or the woman. I am not saying it is just the women. I'm saying it can either be what? The man or the woman that has the issue. And I said something in my book. I said the things that destroy marriages today is not even those things we used to think before. You'll be thinking fornication, that is adultery, that is little things we call, those things we call little foxes, anger, unforgiveness, malice, bitterness. I am telling you, these are the things destroying homes today. I have seen a couple that were married for 5 years and they were going through a divorce. Why? She keeps smiling. She can stay 2 months. She won't talk to me. 2 months we'll live in the same house. She won't say anything to me. And because of that, he said he's not doing it again. Is that infidelity? But they were in the court. At the time, the pastor introduced me to them. And at that point in time, both of them were saying, we have had enough. The devil is interested in marriage. There is a demonic war against marriages staying true. I loved when Mommy Funke said that their marriage is about to be 40 years. I think that's what you said. 40 years. Please, can we celebrate this great God? You are celebrating like your own is better. Because in our day and age right now, some marriages don't do 1 year. People can stay, I heard someone say 3 months. And people are saying they can't do it again, they can't deal. How did they stay through for 40 years counting and they are still waxing strong? And this is a lesson for every one of us here. The truth is that even some of us these days, we are not even patient. We don't even want to try. Imagine if my husband walked out of my marriage because of the things I was doing. Then today I will not be standing here to be, even if I'm standing here it won't be to give this testimony. So what am I saying? Our weaknesses, don't validate it. Don't give excuses of having a bad behavior. Don't give excuse to bad behavior. I am like this because I am like this. There's no because. Change. Because that you are like this because. Just remember that it is somebody that is going to suffer it. That you're going to put that burden on. That will have to manage you. And you tell them, just manage me the way I am. After all, that is how you met me before you married me. I met you like that, but you can change. Because you know why I know you can change? Even that woman that is sitting beside you, even if she was like this before marriage, by the time she started having children, she used to change. Even the man, let me not say it. The man goes through changes. You people know what I wanted to say. Let me leave it so that you will not look at the person beside you. The man goes through changes. The woman goes through change. If your body can change, then why can't your mind change? When it comes to our mind, we say we cannot change. But in our body will be changing. Is that lie? Every part of us must do what? Change. Hallelujah. Look at your neighbor and tell your neighbor, it's time to be the best version of yourself. Am I saying things that are too hard? Or you look at the next neighbor, tell your neighbor, it's time to be the best version of yourself. If you forget everything I said today, please don't forget this. Your loved ones are not the ones to suffer the worst of you. Your loved ones shouldn't be the ones that will have to deal with the worst version of you. Our first week in marriage, honeymoon. We didn't even do honeymoon. Do you know that after I got married, my Jesus, this work we started doing is not today we started it. After we got married, Saturday, Sunday is Thanksgiving. My husband had outreach on Sunday at the NYSC camp. So that's where we went to go and do our honeymoon or our Thanksgiving. We went to NYSC camp and we're doing ministration. There's this program he used to do. So we were there. Then that week he had to go to work. I think then he was with World Bank. I think it was World Bank at the time. So we had to go to Abuja for work. And he left me in the hotel. He would leave me in the hotel. I was not working now with him. So he went to work. And that day he did not call me. He didn't call me on the phone. And he did not tell me how we eat as he left me in the hotel. Just left me in the hotel and went to work. And did not come back till evening. Hey. You can tell the remaining part of the story. Which woman can help me tell me what I did? That day, I don't even know if I did anything. Maybe I will sit on this side. So time is going like, After I have thought about everything he has done to me and how he left me. Someone you just married. This is just the first week. As soon as he came back, as the door was opening, my mouth was opening. Door open, I started. Only God knows what I said. I cannot remember the things I said. I was ranting. I was upset. You know, all of us women that feel we need attention. You are not giving me attention. How can you leave me? Finish all the talk. The only way I understood and knew that there was a problem was that I just saw a man crying. My husband started crying. Then in my mind I say, hey, what have I said? Oh. I've said the one should not stay. You know, you start retracing, you start going back, say, whoa. But we're not fighting. Why is he crying? I'm just talking. Remember where I'm coming from. It's until it's a fight, that's when it's a problem. This is just talk. All you need to do is answer me back, and that is it. Why won't you just answer me? Instead, you are crying. He started crying. These were the kinds of things I did to my husband. I brought him to the place of tears. He would just start crying. Then something will reset in my brain and tell me, you have gone too far. Then I will start saying sorry. Or is it when we are talking and the conversation is not going in the direction I want? I will stand up, walk out, bang the door at him. And I say, talk to yourself. Anything you want to do, do. At that point in time, I've given myself a push. Anything that wants to happen, let it happen. If this marriage wants to end, let it end. Devil is a bastard. Imagine me at that time saying, if this might want to end, to end. Who will be enjoying this life that I'm enjoying? Hey, Jesus. Oh. Please help me say, devil, you are a bastard. Then his report would have been, he was married, but you know. The devil saw my future. Saw what God was designing. Saw what God wanted to do. Saw that I was a terror to the kingdom of darkness and try to use me to destroy me. If anything had happened to me, it would have been me that did it to myself. It's not from my village. If anything would have happened to my marriage, I would have been the one that used my own hands to destroy. A wise woman builds her home. A foolish one tears it with her hands. The question is, which one are you? Wise or foolish?